Welcome to the Thin Within podcast, the show for women who want mental secrets for weight loss mastery. I'm your host, Marna Thall. I'm the owner of thinwithin.com, and I'm here to give you the inside scoop on how to lose weight by mastering your inner game. Diets never worked for me long term, and if you're like 95% of the rest of the human race, they haven't worked long term for you either. Every week, I'll give you tools, techniques, and resources you need to actually succeed in using the power of your mind to lose weight. I can't wait to teach you another mental secret, so let's dive right in. Well, hello, everybody. How are you? We've got Halloween coming up, which is really fun for so many of you. And if you're experiencing a little bit of that candy craving, you are not alone. Today, I want to talk to you about how you can reduce your Halloween candy eating by 30% with just one tip. And I'm going to give you 6 other things you can do to really up that number. Because you are not alone. Pretty much anyone with a sweet tooth has a hard time limiting their candy intake during the Halloween season. They are everywhere. And so today, let me give you some tips. Let me help you. So the first thing I want to remind you is that Halloween is a lot more than just candy. Remember, there's a lot of things you can enjoy doing, like haunted hayrides, corn mazes, pumpkin carving, zombie walks, parades, haunted houses. There's so many fun things that you can do that go beyond just the candy. And I want you to, of course, expand that for yourself. But if we're going to look at ways to really get in front of this candy, the first way, if you're going to take away one tip, I would say this: use your non dominant hand. If you're eating candy with your non dominant hand, you will eat 30% less of the candy. And here's why: when you swap hands, it's not as comfortable to pop candy in your mouth with your non dominant hand. It's funky to undo a wrapper and eat that way. So, research really indicates that this simple swap can cut down on how much you eat by approximately 30%. That's really great news. So if I was going to do one thing for myself, it would be that. It would be eating with that non-dominant hand. So the second thing, get mindful. A lot of times what we do is we eat a piece of candy and we think about the next thing we're going to eat. They keep on coming. And if you see 5 candies around you, then what can happen is you just start losing focus, losing that mindfulness, and losing the enjoyment of the candy that you're having. So if you've noticed that you're eating one piece of candy and you're thinking about the next piece of candy you're going to eat before you finish the one you currently have, slow down. Enjoy each piece of candy as you're eating it. And ask yourself, do you even like it? What do you like about it? How long can you swish it around in your mouth for? Play a little game with yourself. Enjoy that candy longer so that you psychologically get the satisfaction more than the candy in and of itself. The third thing, why do we have to all buy candy we love? Buy candy you don't like and hand that out. If the candy in your pantry is full of stuff that the kids like, but you don't particularly love, it's going to be so much easier for you to resist opening those bags and diving in. So for me, I hate black licorice. We could have mounds and stacks of it, and I won't touch it. I don't like it. I will not be drawn to it. So if you're going to hand out candy that you just don't care that much about and that you won't be drawn to reach in the pantry and grab it. Number 4, when you're out and about trick-or-treating, number 4, if you're out and about trick-or-treating with the kids, you might want to use sugar-free gum. Have you ever had mouthwash or chewed on gum and then tried to put something sweet in your mouth? They just don't seem to get along. The mint with the sweet it doesn't taste good. Not to mention, it can keep your mouth busy, either when you are out trick or treating with the kids, or maybe you're handing out candy. You don't want to be tempted by the candy in the bowl. Then I encourage you, pop in some gum. Number 5, decide the amount that you want. So let's say it's Sunday, it's Halloween, and you've said, you know what? I'm going to have 5, I'm going to have 10. Make that decision and enjoy those 5 or 10. And then when they've been eaten, shut it down. Then you know that's your opportunity. Enjoy some veggies, enjoy bubbly, a spindrift, water with lemon, have some tea, and you're done. By having that decision made ahead of time, you don't have to think about it. You're like, hey, I'm going to have 10 pieces. And when those are gone, well, they're gone. I'm done for the night and move on. Number 6, if you have a lot of leftover candy, then one of the things you can choose to do is have a piece of candy with your meals. You know, for lunch and for dinner, you're going to have a piece of candy with that. Sometimes that will prevent, just knowing that you can have it, will prevent all of the thinking about not having it or that it's bad. And when you just allow it, all of a sudden your brain can go think about other things, knowing that it will get it. And number 7, there's always an opportunity to donate your leftover candy. If that pile of candy is tempting you all throughout November, then one of the things you can do is say goodbye, throw it out. A lot of dentists, I know our orthodontist will buy back candy by the pound and give the kids money for it. There's Operation Gratitude, which will allow you to send unopened candy to U.S. troops stationed overseas or to their children back at home. Operation Stars and Stripes will send it to service members at home and abroad. So, look, you can give away that candy too to someone who might enjoy it. After you have some of the candy that you want, get rid of it and give it to somebody else. And for those of you with little kids who are wanting to maybe reduce the amount of candy they have, you can do what's called the switch witch. They can put out the amount of candy that they're willing to have the witch take at night, and they can get it switched out with a fun present. That's a way to get rid of a bunch of the candy in your house as well, so it won't tempt you. So that's a great way for you to do that with your kids. If you're worried about your kids having too much candy, using the switch witch, then what all you do is you tell your kids how much candy are you willing to save in the house, and then what are you willing to switch out with the switch witch when she comes at night. And what will happen is the switch witch in the middle of the night will take that bag of candy. You're going to donate that candy or throw it away. And what's left for each one of your kiddos is a fun new non food gift that you can give them to enjoy. And that's a great way to then reduce the amount of candy that everyone eats. So I'm hoping this gives you some ideas that can really help you this Halloween as you're going to be surrounded with candy. Don't make yourself wrong for having it. Enjoy it. Just be much more mindful and use that non dominant hand of yours. All right, everybody. If you haven't taken the free weight loss course that I have over at thinwithin.com, come on over. Take the free weight loss course. Let me help you start to change your thinking, your relationship with food, so you can begin losing weight. All right, everyone. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to all of you soon. Bye.